Unless I find it. Workshop 1. Got it. Is this, does everyone feel comfortable coming on camera or at least unmuting yourself? Thank you. Makes you feel not weird. It's just like talking to myself. All right. I'm looking for the details. I guess, wait, so where are you? So you're in New Mexico, California? Which one of those?
No, New Mexico, Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Oh, yes, much warmer than Boston. Yes, I got that for the context. Um, Student or medical graduate?
Yes, medical graduate.
Oh, psychiatry.
Psychiatry, yes.
Okay. What did you think about what I said about the my students? We were talking about so there's an uptick for patients of color in utilization of AI, partially because of trust. And so when we think about like misinformation, are people of color using AI more than some medical providers because of they don't believe in the medical providers? Or is it, yeah, we were just talking about emotional stress, long short. Because I said it's a problem because I deal with patients with fertility. And so there's a lot of misinformation out there. Um, but would love to, and it's really dangerous. But also at the same time, you want to be able to serve your your patient population. I don't know where the document is.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was very interesting, especially especially given the fact that originally I'm from Cameroon, and there's an issue and struggle with the implementation of models in healthcare that were built outside of Africa in general because of bias and all of that. And I think it might be a similar thing if these models are not correcting for those little differences. Then I don't blame the trust issues.
Yeah, well, so yeah. And then Rahul just gave us, I'm waiting for them to give us the document. Um, just thinking about that, just like even a bit more, like in the context of America and maternal health, gynecology, like there's evidence that supports the reason as to why. So we have Sims, we have Henrietta Lacks, we have, I don't know, we can go on and on and on. My husband, he works at one of the local hospitals here. He works in the OR, and I was like, hey, can you do me a favor? I'm like, can you go to like was it the supply list and see if the Sim speculum, well, the speculum is still Sim's name, is it still attached to it? It is. So I was like, so how can you be a hospital facility that says you support like eradicating disparities, but also at the same time, it's a minor change of the name on the list on the internal document. But
That's
yeah,
interesting.
huh?
I said that's interesting.
They won't
Yeah.
change it. I asked them. They they said it was too much. They gave me some bureaucratic answer, but long short, they just didn't want to change it.
Yeah.
And I know when my battles are not to like you can push, 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 but when you're working inside of a system and pushing, is it the best use of your energy to actually do that versus working outside of the system?
Mm.
So now I'm going to push from the outside. He's saying that he sent me the document. Do you all have the document in your email?
No, I I don't.
It's like magically not here. I said I have it, but I don't know where it is. So I'll check again one more time. Um, oh, it's inside of my email. Okay. It's like inside of my email. You all don't want to see all of this. Um, but if that's the best thing that we have, because I don't know how to. Okay, I guess this is the best way that we can do this. All right. Can you see this?
Yes.
All right, cool. Um, all right, so we don't have 1 hour. We have like 23 minutes. Okay, so I'm just gonna skip down just a little bit. 5 things. So we're not gonna do any of that. Meaning 4, 6, nope, no timer. Let's just see where we can get to. So purpose, settle in, read together silently, let the framing land before anyone speaks. Um, so let's read this silently, like this box right here. Let me know when you're all set. Then Haley, I know that you're not feeling well, so feel free to, I'll have the chat open if you want to contribute that way also. Okay. Um, all set for that part or? Okay, cool. Um, so hearing what isn't written, music, rhythm, silence, interpretation, purpose, to show how meaning emerges through listening, timing. Oh, okay, I remember this. Okay. Silence, not instructions. So this is a group decision or just between us. Do you want to do this or do you want to like go down? See what's beneath this.
Yeah. I'm actually going down. I found the document, so
Oh, okay.
I'm just quickly skimming down.
Okay. Um, so so we can either so this is the hearing, um, seeing without naming.
Yeah, I think the first one is fine.
Oh, so do you want to tap?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me get a timer. Um, okay, I have a timer going, so you can start whenever you like.
Okay, so the task is to tap something.
Yeah, one person taps on the table. Everyone is listening. Like I'm listening.
Mhm.
And I guess Haley's listening too. So wait, do you want to tap or do you want me to tap?
Oh, I was tapping.
Wait, I can't hear you.
Uh, okay. Let me try this. that better?
No. Wait, can you hear me when I do it? No, probably
No.
not. All right, so that's not for virtual people. The hat tapping. Let's go down a little bit. This is also learned lessons for us, like going forward. Um, oh, okay. I mean, this one might be a little bit better. So each person silently picks a small, ordinary object visible to them. Look at it in silence for 90 seconds. Don't touch it, don't move it. Just look. Notice what your attention does, where it rests, where it skips, where it gets bored. When the timer goes off, no discussion yet. I think we can do that one, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna do, I have a timer going for 90 seconds and it's starting now. Timer is done. I guess pairing up is easy because it's me and you. Oh,
Mhm.
you and I. Two rule. Okay, so partner A describes the object to partner B for 90 seconds. Two rules. You may not name the object or use its category word, pen, cup, hand, none of those. You must describe what is actually there. The shape, the weight, surface, light, edges, the space around it, what it resembles, what it doesn't. You want to go first?
Yes. So describe its shape, its weight, surface. Okay. I guess colors. Okay. So this is something white. It has a circular. Hmm, interesting. So the interface between what I was looking at and the table is circular, and its weight is about maybe 15 grams, maybe. And second, give me a second. And yeah, it has two circular surfaces, and it's white, as I said. It's smooth. The surface is smooth, and yeah,
You have about 30 more seconds if you would
wait
like
a
to add
second.
anything.
Um, the height is about maybe 10 inches, and from where I'm sitting, I can see a semicircle. No, that's not helpful. This, yeah, it has a hollow space in it.
Okay. Um, so I guess, wait, Barnaby. Oh, I didn't see this part. But I think I actually, partner B could have said what else. Okay, I think I'm clear. Um, well, not really, but but I'll go. And so, um, all right, 90 seconds for myself. Got it. All right. So what I can't say. All right. So the object is sitting on my desk. It's sitting on a hard surface. Um, the bottom of it is wider than the top of it. Um, there's a hard coating on it. There's some writing on it. There's a lid that is opened on it. The weight, I'm not sure. It depends on what's actually inside of it, but I don't know how to compare it to weight, but I do know that it casts a shadow. And from where I'm sitting, there's a lamp on my right-hand side, and the lamp is over it, so it's casting a shadow down to the left. That's not that tall. Um, height is about 4 inches. Yep. Oh, the surface is reflective. So I can actually see my post-it notes because I'm a fan of post-it notes, my pen, and also my keyboard. Hmm, it's, am I able to say this? It's about that this wide because I don't know what that is in like inches or centimeters, but I do know that it is metal. Um, the coating on the outside is reflective and that the lid is plastic. Okay. And then, okay, partner B picks a different object, same rules. Oh, did we just like, I don't know, maybe it's my brain because I've attended like two births like back to back. So I'm a bit tired. So I guess do I get to act when do we get to ask like what it is?
Yeah, it does. What did you see?
So the group reflection, I guess it doesn't say that, right? What did you, well, we didn't do round one. Um, what appeared only when you couldn't use the name? For me is how do I find the words? Like you're not sometimes when you are face to face, like in person with someone, it's a lot easier for me to connect with
Mhm.
someone because I look for that interaction. I'm really good at that. But when it's like virtual, it's like, how do I actually explain this? Also knowing that, I know that you said you're from Cameroon, right?
Yes,
Mhm. So I automatically think like, who do I know in my ecosystem that is from Cameroon? Cameroonians, right? Is
yes,
it? Okay. Some speak French.
yes.
Okay. So then I'm like, wait, hold on a second. I'm speaking English. Am I not display like am I actually using words and descriptions in a way that someone not from here actually can understand meaning or connect to? Because saying something in English, English is very weird. We're very weird people. So how can I connect with you and ensure that I'm using an inclusive language so that we can both have a conversation around the same thing? Um, yeah, but I felt limited. There was tension because I couldn't like just pick it up and show you. Um, Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, so um, I think for me, I've been so used to calling it by name that I don't really pay attention to its features. And so now having to not use the name forced me to uh, pay attention to its features. What actually is the makeup of this object?
That's, yeah, actually, yeah, that's cool. Meaning, so when we actually see patients, other than the patient who's sitting in front of us, like what else do we not see that they have brought in with them, right?
Right.
Um, yeah, yeah. We were just talking about yesterday, about building building a startup, and we talked about as providers, there's the AI that can listen and take the notes for you, right? For the
Right.
visit, the encounter. And
Mhm.
then thinking about the patient, sometimes like I'm on both sides. So speaking with my medical colleagues, they're like, I don't have a lot of time. It's from like 1 to 5 p.m., 20 patients. I don't really have that much face time with them like I really want. And then the patients on the other side, dealing with fertility, they're like, my provider's not listening to me. And I'm like, you all are both you both have pain points on each other's side. So what would it be like if you was to take the patient encounter and start it in the home with their family in the comfortable environment that could actually be used as continuity of care, but also to help that patient in their supportive system, like the support system, um, better serve them. Because I don't know about you, but my clients, they lie with nutrition. They
Yeah.
lie. I already know. They lie to me. Um, it's kind of like human nature to a certain degree,
Yeah.
but tell each other all the things. And so sometimes it's like, I wish I could be there with them for those conversations. Or I don't know. What are some of your thoughts?
Yeah. I'm trying to make I think it's interesting this exercise and looking at this exercise and looking at the patient encounter, uh, talking to patients. What is going through my mind is how disease categories and syndromes and things like that that are that are already defined can take away attention from actually understanding. Like a patient starts talking and before they finish a couple sentences, you categorize them somewhere in your mind, and that keeps you that in a way takes away from really listening and paying attention. And I think that could also be a source of misdiagnosis and all of that. Because if you start talking and I can say in my mind that this is what is going on, I stop looking for what else is present and I'm looking for what I could use to support what I'm thinking.
Uh, is what is that based off of like part of the diagnostic criteria?
Yes, yes. Yeah. And and much of what is known right now, um, just like I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say what I was looking at, but just like
Wait,
what I was,
we can break the rules. Like, I don't know, it's here, but
yeah.
I was my cup.
Oh, actually, yeah. Me too. I was looking at a coffee, at a coffee. That's interesting. Yeah. I thought that was a funnel, but not a funnel, but you know how the inverted, it looks like a funnel, but inverted, maybe transparent, where it could have water in it with a flower. I don't know what that is called.
A vase
Yeah, I thought.
or a pitcher? Like,
Let me see what a picture is. Yeah, I think it might be. Oh, yeah, yeah. But then also I was confused between this and a cup, so and a coffee mug. So yeah. Okay.
And you could drink out of it if you really wanted to, if you were
Mhm.
that thirsty. So, but you said that the categorization and the diagnostic criteria, so you were talking about that part.
Yeah, I was saying that takes away from a, a, a productive interaction between a provider and a patient, between a health worker and a patient, in the sense that once the patient starts, I have a headache, or I have diarrhea, and I went to a Chinese restaurant 2 days ago, automatically put them in a certain category. This is what they're talking about. What I'm now looking for more evidence to support what I concluded already, rather than really listening to, the full story of what this person um, has to say. And maybe that statement was just by the way, and they're still going to what really brought them to the hospital. But I already concluded, and in a way that makes my life easy. So um, I think I'm trying to analyze, I'm trying to relate that with this exercise of not calling the name, but describing what I see. I think it trains it. One thing that I saw is that it trains me really in paying attention to the details.
Yeah,
Just calling this a copy is very easy. And yeah, but having to describe things is really hard to describe what we see. Yeah.
it is. I was doing a nutrition consultation about like 6 weeks ago, and the client, she's like, "Yeah, I've been following all the rules and everything, and my weight is the same." And I was like, "Let's look at last week. Walk me through like Tuesday through Thursday." And like it's all sounded good. And I was like, wait, you keep on saying that you have this like special plate. Because I was telling her that make a ritual out of like the experience of eating. So being, you have your utensil, you actually put it down, you don't do anything else. And I was like, can you go get this special plate? And she brought it back. It was huge. I was like, that is not a plate. That is that is a platter. That is a serving dish. I was like, the plate that I'm talking about. I was like, and then I got a ruler out and I was like, it's actually this big. And I was like, the plate where they have like the outline in it, like on the inside? And I was like, yeah, those are your boundaries for your food. And she was like, oh, no. And I was like, yes. So I had the time to actually do that with her, right? But when you're actually inside of an institution where you have a full waiting room of patients, right?
Yeah.
You you don't necessarily have that luxury. So I do understand like both sides. Um, oh, what does an AI system see when it categorizes a patient? An image, a symptom. What does that speed cost? Oh my goodness. Um, for me, I'm just thinking about data. And I'm just thinking about data with the respect of CDC or NIH data. It's aggregated. I was like, I don't want aggregated. I want granular data so that I can actually trace patients back to where they live and then look at the communities that they live in. And then maybe we can look at um, speaking to my colleagues at MIT and determining if redlining or something actually systemically happened to change something, right? But when we don't have access, that's what I'm trying to get at. The access to the data, people's lives like are literally like on the line. Um, some people do have what is it? The VCs they were saying, and I know the note taker's going. So let me make sure that actually Leo doesn't care. They were mentioning access. They were also mentioning things that they fund, right?
Okay.
For healthcare, as a VC, many times you don't have the time to actually fund a healthcare solution. You want the quickest pathway or the quickest trajectory to 3x, 5x, or 10x your money. So you want to deal with like workflows and systems. You don't want to have to deal with regulation and HIPAA. It's complexities that bounds the potential of their capital.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
but what do you think that an AI system sees when it categorizes a patient?
Uh, I think it sees something very similar to what and yeah, I think it sees something very similar to what we are able to quantify because during the training process of whatever the model was, the data at some point, someone had to observe something and quantify this thing and then use that somehow to train. And so reverse that process now when the model wants to interpret what is seen in order to put it in certain bucket. I I don't and I'm not really very versed with these processes of AI, but uh I I don't know how it would then if I gave you data saying that there is weight, there is height, there is age, there is race, there is these things that go into someone's likelihood of being obese or getting diabetes. Now, if I give you all this information and I ask what you think if this person, what is the likelihood of them being obese in 5 years or not, you will just use this data that had been categorized to.
Mhm.
So I think it goes back to our ability to really observe stuff. That if just from I was looking at this cup and I couldn't quantify it, I couldn't really describe it. I think at some point there's a sense in which our ability to describe stuff will translate into how intelligent these models are. Uh, and I think I'll have to think through this process a little bit to put my thoughts together. But I think the AI system, what it sees is not very different from what its builders could quantify when they trained it. And
Mm.
yeah.
No, no, no. You're so I know for me, I like being challenged. So you're in a moment like we're both being challenged. Like I don't code. I am not a statistician. I do not like I do know a little bit about a lot, but I don't know. I do not because I feel like once you think that you know, then you actually don't. Like you stop like learning.
Learning.
Uh, and given the trajectory of AI and where it's growing to, I don't know if any of us really know what's happening with it. Did you see the article that the Anthropic developer he like quit his job and became a poet?
Oh no.
Yeah,
Wow.
do Anthropic AI security research and then quitting poet, and it should come up. It's a foundational article, and it's basically talking about trust. And part of some of they have really good, I love a good diagram. But one of them is sometimes people are outsourcing their thinking in partial or in totality to an LLM model.
Mm.
That was one of the things. And um, you keep like what you just said. So if most of these, okay, so my focus is on Black and Brown women, right? With regards to maternal health and eradicating Black maternal mortality, because there's no reason why it should still be a thing to this extent, given the way that the US profits off of medicine and healthcare delivery as it is right now. Um, I would say that if we was to heal or this is Rahul. Okay. If we was to heal, okay. He said people are deeply engaged in conversation. So if we was to heal, I don't know, or not need as many interventions, let's just say that the healthcare system as it's right now for labor delivery would implode because it's very much intervention based. And if hospitals are like hotels, which I took a MB, well, I don't know what I like being in classrooms, but I basically found out that on a floor, each room, it doesn't mean that if you have Medicaid or you have Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, and they say that there's no rooms available, it's not necessarily that there are no rooms available. There are no rooms available for the insurance that you have, right? So, yes. So, labor and delivery, if we think about the hospital, labor is going to happen. The baby is the boss. The baby's the boss. So, this is a natural phenomenon that does happen, but the more that you intervene, the more interventions are going to need. So if we was to let labor process as normal without intervention, more beds would be taken. If there's more beds taken, that hospital, that department is not making money.
Right.
If there's less interventions, then you got to fight with labor and delivery and anesthesia. You're messing with their pockets.
Yeah.
So they're not going to like that. So thinking about, am I like, I don't like to call, I don't know, Debbie Downer, or to feel bad for people called Debbie, but um, kind of feels like there's a duality. So many of us that serve go into this to serve people, to improve their health and their livelihood. Can we really do that given the current constraints?
Probably not.
Okay. Now I would, so what about if we say that time is finite and there's only so much time, and you just said that actually paying attention, right? Being
Mhm.
able to see things. So if we have AI coming in to record this interaction that fast tracks your workflows on the notes that you need to do and format it and such to support that, would you argue or would you say that that should actually free up your time?
I think that that will free up my time.
In what way do you think?
Um, yeah, because just the time you need to recall the interaction with the patient and then spend all that time typing it and really just trying to cover yourself so that in the future, so it's like legal work and medical work at the same time. Yeah. If you have an AI that can also take the responsibility if and cover things up very well, not cover up in a bad sense, but um document in a way that is not exposing you to problems, then I think it takes away. Uh,
Well, I mean, it should, I mean, theoretically, yes, it should. So theoretically, also the institution, if you're able to see your patients a lot quicker, and then maybe it improves accuracy, whatever, exponentially, um, I would argue that they shouldn't give you more patients. Like this is not like, um, I kind of feel like one of my friends the other day, ER doctor, she was stressed, like she was so stressed out. And so I was like, when's the last time you laughed? And she was like, I don't remember, I don't know. And I was like, that's a problem. Because if you're not able to function and show up as your whole self, to be the provider, to be like alert so that you can actually do your job and then also make sure that maybe more medical emergencies are avoided or patients are served. Uh-oh. Okay. Um, Patients are served. That's like it's a problem. Many times we think about like no, provider burnout is like real.
yeah.
Um, and she's a black woman. So I was like, listen, lady, I was like, what do we need to get you some joy in your life? Because we do not need you leaving the system. Because if you leave, the whole system is there's going to be ripple effects. Um, so I think there's a lot that's placed on providers to actually do too much. Um, hold on, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen because they're gonna bring us back in a few minutes. Um, do you do you use AI?
Yes, actually, currently I'm building a tool called Glide for not me, but I'm leading a team to try to build a tool to capture patient data between visits.
Oh, wait, hold on, the note taker's going. Yeah, we should definitely talk because I'm
Mm.
building so my tool is called Kira. So Kira is the agentic system that does the care coordination in between visits and patients. And Kira is like she wait, hold on a second. I made this analogy. So she's someone that you would probably see at the family event, a cookout. She looks kind of like Beyonce. She kind of doesn't. But I went through painstakingly lots of focus groups to build her. But on the back end, she's research backed across 8 different domains that are impactful when we're thinking about fertility and trying to conceive. But what we're trying to figure out right now is, I was like, what are we going to do with all of that unstructured data? I have no clue. Do your patients like tell you things that you don't ask them to tell you?
A lot, yeah, yeah.
Right? Sometimes when I'm talking to people, I've met this, I forget his name, a key stakeholder over at Sanofi. And I was like, Katya, I work in healthcare. I'm building this genetic solution, fertility. And he took my hand, he walked me down the hall. It was at a large event, and he sat me down and he's like, I'm an IVF dad. And I was
Oh,
like, oh, 40 minutes later, I didn't ask him. He just like shared his whole story with me. And I was just like, what are my clients going to be telling Kira? And what is my responsibility to put action behind it? I don't know yet. Hold on. Let me just tell them that. Okay, hold on. The main, it was. Oh, Haley said she's gonna come. Did you see Haley's message? She's gonna come back later in the afternoon. Okay.
yeah. Mm.
Do you have someone who works in cybersecurity on your team?
Um, he's not on the team, but yeah, but he's a very good friend, and yeah, he's a very good friend. He works for the DoD in cybersecurity, so I just outsource every here and there.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's no, my sister, she works in yeah, she works for the Navy. She can't tell me what she does, nor do I want to know what she does. I do not. And then like over at MIT, I would have a conversation with Lael's team at some
Mhm.
point. That might be helpful. I'm on some committees for like the NSA and DoD. I was like, how did y'all get me on this? I don't know, but I'll be here to hold space. But it's really funny because my sister and I was like, how was your day? And she's like, it was great, and that's as much as I can say. Yeah. But it's really cool. All right. Let me see. Who was this other? Hold on. The main run attendee is not here. Oh, are you? Hello.
So, hi.
Are, are you like actually going to the event or are you just like in transition?
Oh, to be honest, that's what I was kind of debating whether or not to, because like I just like missed the conference, so I was gonna go, but then now I might be late for like the 1 p.m. talk. So like that's why I wanted to join the Zoom.
Yeah, so everyone is still dialoguing in person and we're like bringing back to debrief. But if
Mhm,
you can go, we're definitely not on time because that's just the way conversations go. But if you
mhm.
can go in person, I would actually go in person.
Okay, that's pretty valid then. Okay, so okay, wait. So then how does the Zoom work? So like, should I just if I end up like not being able to, should I just like rejoin later?
Yeah. I mean that's I would say yes. But
Okay,
yeah, I would say yes.
okay, valid. Sounds good. All right, thanks.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
join back again later then. Or if
okay.
I need to. Okay, see you.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Also, so if you meant that like there's like delays, would you expect that the like 1 p.m. talk will like start before 1:20? Because I think that's like roughly when I would get to something.
Um, I'm not sure. I mean, I would say that we are we do our best to be as prompt as possible.
Hmm.
But I would say no matter what time you get there, even if the conversation's already started, it's worthwhile just to just go in. Um,
Okay,
that's my
thanks.
way to plan. I don't know.
Valid.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks.
you. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so so you use a like okay, so you're building something, but like do you use AI like during your day?
Yes, I use ChatGPT and Grok a lot.
Is that one from Elon?
Yes.
What? Wait, what is it?
Yeah, it's just an LLM like ChatGPT. Yeah. Yeah.
No, no,
Not
no.
not yeah.
No, no. So what's different between that one and like Perplexity, Claude, or any of the other ones?
Actually, perplexity will be better because it's like a combination of these models and it gives you an answer from all of these. And Grok does a similar thing. When it asks a question, you can see different agents analyzing the question and talking between themselves. Agent one says, the
Really?
client is asking this. Agent two says, I found this here. Agent three says, I'm putting this together. It just plays on the screen like that and then it spits out something.
Wait, so it's like you're like, okay, you can see all the orchestration behind the scenes.
Yes, yes. So you can see like rows, and the rows keep or each row is like an agent. Row one could say analyzing client question. Row two says, I think I understand it. Row one says, I found this CDC thing, pulling it up, and it just keeps doing that on the screen, and then it spits out something.
Cool. So I'm just thinking about like in like real life, it's like you walking into a workroom and then people are like conversating and then
Yeah,
uh very cool.
yeah.
Um and then huh. I think when OpenAI did the deal with the Pentagon, there was like a massive but
Mm.
I love my chat GPT.
So, yeah,
My chat GPT knows way too much about me. Uh
yeah.
yeah, so much so that it uses like certain like words that I use. I was like, no, no, no. It was like, if you do this, I'm not sure if you would get invited to the cookout. And I was like, wait, do you know what I mean by that?
A cookout.
Yeah. What I mean, okay. Um, so I was debating whether or not when and how should I share data with
Okay.
regards to like learn lessons from this. And
Mhm.
so I was determining this partner and whether or not I should explore that partnership. Um, and then they said, I found this information and I'm not necessarily sure if you would like to explore that because you might get your invitation to the cookout revoked, meaning a lot of Black women would be upset with me. I'll send you an article. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I was like, ChatGPT. Rahul's like, I don't know if he's like, you're walking into the conversation about the cookout.
How's it going? So we're
Well,
wrapping up now. Everyone's like together in the same room, so I figured I'd get you guys on Zoom before we basically have everyone together. Um,
I think you have another attendee that's coming in person. They were on their way
mhm.
that joined. All right, cool. Um, Wait, so there is, do you apply for grants?
Um, not yet, but I'm working on one through the Navy, through the VA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so no, why am I asking you? I'm asking you because we can stay connected, and then if there's opportunities and vice versa, then I can send them your way. Um, yeah, because in the current political climate, then the defunding of certain things, I want to make sure that we have an unfair advantage to win. So, is it really unfair? I don't think so. Think strategic.
Yeah, strategic.
Mm.
Okay.
Are you on LinkedIn?
Yes, I am.
All right, I'm gonna put my LinkedIn in the chat.
Oh,
Oh, look at Kimberly. Okay.
what? I found you. I think I found you. I
Did
followed
my
you.
earrings are pink? That one?
Yes, that one.
Yeah, it is me. Oh, they changed faces, I think. Let me see. Now you have me looking at, now I'm wondering about Brock.
Oh, great.
No, I'm gonna go look it up. No,
Yeah.
I teach a data storytelling workshop for community advocates. And so we utilize um, free tools so that can help them tell their story
Mm.
or to elevate their story,
Are you
depending
going
on
to be
the
jumping
groups
in?
that